Did you know that Google personalizes many searches by city and Also Asked is the only tool to access live People Also Asked data at city level? Try for free at alsoasked.com.
Tired of SEO guesswork? Quadra's AI agent goes deeper to uncover high-impact optimizations and completes hours of SEO in minutes. Get started now.
I was going to say that SEO with Fat Joe is as peaceful as this, but then the birds are all having fights.
Good morning. As he just said, I'm Alex, I'm growth director, and if somebody told me 2 years ago that we talk about social, I would have laughed at their faces. I am an SEO through and through, more than a decade, and I didn't like social, but we've been forced to embrace it because search is changing. So let's get started. Search. As SEO, when we started, it was all about the keywords, all about the volume. Find the biggest one, get it to rank, rack it in the money. But it's changing. It's not about just one keyword anymore. It's about a whole journey. How do you get these people going to your website, to your social, so one day they can buy? The funnel. No one really goes on Google and say, oh, I'm in the informational stage. I'm just going to look at blogs. And one day they go, oh, no, that's it. I'm going down the funnel. I'm going down. I want to click on a PPC ad because I really want to buy. That doesn't bloody work. So blog post, PPC ads, all this is still very true. But if we look at Google and the messy middle, this is how they visualize it is constant exposure followed by triggers. One day, you'll have a trigger and you'll start exploring, evaluating. And this can take a day, it can take 6 months. And what's in there? So if we layer all these things on top of it, this is everything there. There's a lot of things. This is why digital marketing is bloody hard. There's a lot of things that impact this evaluation and exploration. But today, just today, in the next 18 minutes, we're just going to look at this, which is tiny. It's tiny, yeah? So this is what I hear all the time. My audience is not on social media all the time. Clients, B2B, nah, that's not true. They're not on social media. Well, if you want to start, in 2024, 60% of Gen Z and millennials, both of them, yeah, not just Gen Zs, preferred searching on social media. If you add 5 years to their age right now, they'll be between 18 and 49 years old. They are your audience. They will be. They are. If you don't think 5 years down the line, you're not going to capture them. Your strategies start today. So, more stats. I find it quite interesting. Social is not just about information, it's about purchases as well. Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, they all started their own way of pushing products to their platform. Here we're 39% on Facebook, but actually if you just look at Gen Z, TikTok is on 57%. It's massive. Like you can buy anything now on TikTok today, and very easily, one click, buy, done. Yeah, it's a lot easier than going to a website, having to do some research. You can do the information, look at it, verify, evaluate, get your peer-to-peer review, and buy. Something I really like as well, because I'm a nerd, is Reddit. Reddit is the 6th biggest website in the UK in terms of traffic. It's huge. And people say, oh yeah, but you like it because you're a nerd. But it's not just that. There's so much information in there about anything and everything, whether you're in B2B or B2C. Look at that. 66 million searches. It's huge. It's massive in March 2025, and this is going to get bigger. These are the places where people are going. Yes, it used to be very nerdy. Yes, it used to be very US focused, but it's coming, and it's coming up. It's coming in the UK, and it's going to get massive. So why is it so important to look outside of SEO? That really pains me because I love SEO. I've been doing this for 10 years and now I have to look at bloody social. But today we're going to look at this. Why? Great example of SERP. Can't really see it from there, but I'll explain it. How to fix my lawn. But I like gardening. Look at that. Videos, short videos, forums, AI overviews, videos, discussion. There's not a bloody blue link anywhere. Like, what? Like, it's not SEO anymore. It's all social media in there. That's because Google shows you that that's what the users want to see. Yeah, so if you work in this industry, as I said, in lawnmowers, don't try to do a bloody blog post. It's not going to work. Personalized experiences is all about this, and this is what social is about. So 71% of customers, according to McKinsey, like personalized experiences, and 76% of them are frustrated when they don't get it. I don't know about you, but that seems correct. I'm sure like everybody of you is a bit frustrated when they see something that they don't like. Some examples. Things to do in London, very basic, yeah? So you come into London as a tourist, you're going to see this. Is that great? I mean, Stonehenge is not in bloody London, so that doesn't work. You have Jack the Ripper, Windsor Castle, it's not in London either. So if you're 18 and 25 or 18 and 30, you don't really care about that. It's bloody generic. Everything is generic. TripAdvisor, the only things that they post is the same thing rehashed and rehashed and rehashed all the time. If you look at my TikTok here, so, right, how to survive a zombie apocalypse. Great, well, that's what I'm getting into, it's great. You have things here that, one, are more visual, a lot more interesting. It's just better. It's just better because not everyone wants to see Windsor Castle and Stonehenge when they go to London. So this shows the differences when you show it for this exact same keyword. It's the exact same keyword, things to do in London. But look at the difference in results. It's tailored to you. It's like you might have something very different from me, but it will be made for you. Again, you say, but that's very travel, B2C, etc. Look at B2B. Tax return advice. Tax return in the UK is very, very hard. Everybody knows that. It's a minefield. Don't try to get HMRC to help you if they won't. But so if you type this, what do you get? Someone selling. Oh, a product. Oh, Intuit. Finally, the government trying to help you. This is not help. This is not great. This is they're just selling the products. You're not going to get any information unless you spend 20 minutes going through 30 different blog posts. And as a brand, they're not going to remember you because it's going to be a very, very frustrating and painful way of doing things. Oh. Look at that on TikTok. These people are like me. They're just looking for information and will go to the point, they will help you. And you trust them because they look like you, they want to help you, and they're not necessarily trying to sell. And this can be you, they can be brand, they can be UGC, etc. That's why I love it. I love this because it's short, it's fast, there's people that you can trust, and therefore it's curated for you, and you can just hop in, hop out, get your information and go. And this is where the world is going. Right. Everybody knows about push and pull marketing. Today I'm going to talk about it differently. I think it's redefining it because push and pull in this case is you can do a search in any platform. You do one search, and then you get endless push of content for like the next 30 days. So you look for tax advice, and then you're going to get 30 days of videos until you stop looking at them. So this is the way I see it. It's optimized for one hashtag, like a normal search volume, and then you get endless recommendations. It's about discoverability. Yes, that's what I'm saying. It's not about volume. It's not about volume anymore. It's about discoverability. Let's get an example. One of our clients, kitchen design ideas. Great. As an SEO, you look at that, it's like 600 searches a month. Super. I'm going to go for it. People say 32% CTR. Lies. On position one anymore, it's not like that. But you're going to go for it. But then you go, next. Who ranks? A publisher. A big brand. And is it worth ranking top 3? How much more are you going to spend to get there, to get 6% of 6,000 searches? It's pointless. Look at the same data for the same hashtag on social media platforms for the last 30 days. Kitchen design ideas had 3.2 million reach on the same hashtag. What do you prefer, spending 6 months trying to get 6% of 6,000 searches, or trying to reach, I don't know, 10% of 3.2 million? My point. Like that. Look at this. This is great. Gives you the idea. Pinterest. We have loads of information. It's visual. Like, look at this. When you work in this space, you don't want to read word after word after word, and the pictures like splitting down 1,200 words of article. This is what you want to see. Something interesting, engaging. Right. Let's go back to the SEO part of it. I'm an SEO through and through. I started social not long ago, so I'm not going to tell you exactly the secret sauce on how to make it work, because it's a learning. Like, nobody really knows. The algorithm are secret on people. But I can tell you one thing, is like we have the same goal doing both things, yeah? But the tactics are slightly different. So keyword research, backlink, content structuring, all of this we know as SEO. But then we need to try to map it out to how we would do it in a social way. So hashtag strategy, engagement, links, comments, shares, saves. Visual is very important. Like, we used to write in words, fixing code, using LLMs. But video is a very different world for people like me. So it's about understanding, what's going to make them tick? What's going to make them stop scrolling? I don't know, when you're on social media, you scroll a lot. What is going to make you stop on that scroll? And this is exactly what we need to find out. How to find the right platform. I'm not going to go through, like, TikTok's great, this is bad. That's not the whole point of today. But for brand awareness, for example, brand awareness on social is great. And the reason is the reach is massive. It's very hard to do storytelling and to share your brand on a PPC ad or on a blog post. Videos are great for this because you can really convey who you are to the right audience. So if you want to do that, I would say you recommend, for example, TikTok, YouTube, now LinkedIn. We're trying a lot of LinkedIn at the moment, and I'll get you some stats a bit later. Visual storytelling, work with hashtags, and I'll get onto it a bit later, and paid. So why is an SEO talking about paid? Because search, this journey, is nobody cares if you're doing paid. The client, the prospect, the user doesn't care if it's an ad or not. He wants to go through a journey. And this journey sometimes involves doing some paid. I'm not saying spend all your money on paid, but you need to be smart on how and what you boost to just amplify the work you do. There's nothing worse creating a big piece of asset, saying, I don't want to put money behind it, and see just die along the way. You want to really, really push it. So as I said, we do a lot of work on LinkedIn. And that pains me because I don't really like doing videos, but for ourselves. But 65% of LinkedIn users prefer video content. I mean, we probably all have LinkedIn, and you probably spend the whole day on it with the hashtag brightonSEO, and it's all about videos today. Nobody really reads anymore. It's like we're going to become people just watching videos all day. But it's true, 65% prefer videos, and this is a signal that we're moving away from long formats of written words towards a more fast way of consuming content. Worse than that, in the algorithm of LinkedIn, video posts are shared 20 times more than a traditional text. So maybe it's worth getting your big white paper, using AI LLM, scripting it, and do 20 little videos about it, and share this instead. And try it, see the difference, see what happens between the download of the 64-page white paper and the TLDR of 5 people in your team talking about it. Community building, great, again, for social media. But that's not what I want to talk about today, because we know that social media is great for community building. But you have things like Facebook, Instagram, Reddit. Try Reddit. It's actually very, very good. I know it's painful if you haven't used it before, but try it. It's very good. I want to talk to you about a case study that we've done on community building. So we had this client, very high value travel, like high net worth, very, very high, like very, very high. And we suggested, we're going to do a Facebook group. I said, what? A Facebook group for our ultra high net worth? I said, yeah, you'll see, it'll work. We created a Facebook group where it was exclusive. You had to wait in line to get in. And basically, you can only get in if one of the clients would give a review to a local business on the destination they went, because they wanted to help people around the world and local businesses around the world. So you had to show to get in that review that it was good, etc., and then you could get in. This was amazing. I mean, we had to block it. Like with 350 membership requests, was limited to 100, lots of reviews, and the villas inquiry was 30% up, and they're not cheap. But because we showed that we cared, and we figure out that actually even on Facebook you can create exclusivity, it worked. Lead gen, I'm not going to stay too long on this, but obviously lead gen is great on social media. You can do it on LinkedIn, you can do it on YouTube, everywhere. You can even do it on Facebook. Try it, it's very good. Direct sales, I love this. I mean, TikTok, I talked about earlier, and said, oh yeah, but for selling online is not great. TikTok live now, when I'm on my phone, I see people like the old days on TV, you know, like selling you stuff every 5 minutes. You can do that from your office. You could sell stuff on TikTok for free from your living room. It's great. Like the amount of advancements in social media really makes us think that should SEOs like look at this a lot more and make all these channels work together a lot better than being siloed. Now let's go back to SEO, which I really like is Google. Google is a great indicator of what's good and what's not. You probably won't see what's on the slides here, but I will talk you through it unless you're in the front. Keyword at the top, ranking in the middle. If you can tell me, oh, I don't know where to start. Right, if you try keywords, you get your top 20 ranking here. Look at what's ranking in there. For example, EIS investment guide. Video, YouTube, HMRC, nobody cares. Reddit, okay, Reddit, great. Comments, personal finance, great. Let's join this group. Let's see what's there. Who's talking, you know? Find the right people, find the right voices. Engage with them. Moving to London in the 30s. YouTube. Look at the YouTube, open a YouTube video. Look at their hashtags. What are they targeting? How many views do they have? Start with this. It's not hard. Just get your keywords. You should already be tracking them anyway. It's just a case of analyzing what's on the SERPs, discussion in forums, Reddit, moving to London as a 30-year-old woman. Great, there's a whole group about it. Why not try it? In the Your Money, Your Life sector, same, rhinoplasty surgery. There's AI overviews there, and there's forums, Quora, Reddit. Opportunities everywhere, any industry. What is the firewall? Tech, it's everywhere. It's just there to be picked. Again, walking tours in Europe, TripAdvisor, Reddit. What I'm going to show you here is that it's not because you're in B2B, in B2C, in X, Y, or Z. It works for mostly everything. So if you haven't started, this is how you start. Again, focus on discoverability. Forget volume for now. For a second, I know you have people telling you clients, or if you're the client, your stakeholders, I want volume. Forget about volume. Think about being discovered. The difference here, through here, we have search volume, backlinks. It's been like this all the time. Social media is about feed recommendation, trending hashtags, etc. This is what you need to focus. This is what you need to tell them. Remember, one search gives you endless recommendations, and this is how you need to frame it. So what drives discoverability? We have hashtag strategy, which I'll talk in a minute. Engagement rate, that the more engagement you have, the better will be ranked. Trending topics, you need, like with everything in social media, you need to ride the wave, whether it's a music, a sound on TikTok, a trending hashtag, you need to do research on this because people like to see things that are trending or that are in line with what they expect to see at this moment they're searching. Algorithm signals, they differ between platforms. Some are harder than others. And user behavior, like this is the personalization I was talking about. You can't target everyone because everybody's different. So you need to take a guess and try, test and learn. And so maybe testing on everything you do to make sure you capture as many people as possible. So what do hashtags do? Well, they increase visibility. And this is the one thing here, because in red, as SEOs, because that helps you appear in search results. Remember the loop? This is the entry point, the one keyword they typed to then get served a lot of more content. It boosts engagements, It helps you reach target audience. Depends on the hashtags you use. You can reach many people. And my favorite is track trends, because with this you can see what's happening actually, because there's not much data on social media, fortunately, unless you pay and it's paid social. But at least with this, you can get a gauge of what's happening. Type of hashtags. I mean, there's a lot of different hashtags. I'm not going to go run through them all. You can see it on the deck. But the event one, Brighton SEO, everybody's been using it all day. Yeah, because everybody wants their post to be seen by everybody that's been at Brighton SEO. Works very well. Communities, location at Brighton, trending the hashtags in this industry. So we all know this. You need to experiment with this, because there's going to be a lot with a lot of volume, a lot with a lot less. But it's not because there's not much volume on a hashtag that is bad. Yeah, because it might be niche. Some sectors, unfortunately, are not massive. So have a think when you do the strategy. Right, where do I start? I would say, where do you start is create content. Create content, but like, when you publish something, would you actually, you yourself, read it? Would you share it on your personal profile? Yeah, if that is not the case, don't bother. So starting tomorrow, what you can do, audit your content. Audit your content on the different platforms. Look for your brand, yeah? Then create a list of hashtags. Here I say 5 popular, 5 niches, 2 or 3 branded. This is up to you, but get the list together like you would do a keyword research. Then optimize one piece on the platform where you've seen the least, and try it. See how it works. Set up a free account on a social listening tool and get some KPIs. Again, just try it. I'm not telling you to spend 100 hours on it. Just give it a go. All right, be seen. That's the key, not search. And remember, why is this so important as well is 0 clicks. You know, remember those 6,000 searches I was talking about and 32% CTR? Well, 60% of Google searches don't even end up on a website. That's only 40%. So if you get 32% CTR, it's 32% of these 40% of the volume, yeah? All right, thank you very much. Good luck. There's a little freebie if you want to take the QR code. If you're on the front row, it's in your bags. So only for the guys in the back. Thank you very much. I hope you loved it. Again, it's all about trying. It's all about trying all the time. Thank you.